When's the Sam and Than show, by the way?
It was.
Oh, when?
It was Saturday.
I was away. How was it?
Sunday? Saturday.
Good.
I lost today. They didn't have the Pal Talk camera on, though. Pissed me off.
Why didn't you?
I gave them all the info they needed. I put them on the admin list. All they had to do was log in as an admin and turn the camera on right up there, and it would have been on. And I got home, and I tuned it real quick. I'm like, oh, let me check out the show. Nothing. I haven't.
We had to turn the studio over very fast, and Sam spent he was using the wrong computer
I
first.
knew it.
At first.
Yeah.
And then all our breaks were real short, too, and we were just trying to hammer together a radio show.
All right.
Ope's already bored.
I kind of am, actually.
Wait, I want to know why. I want to know.
I wanted to know.
Yeah, I wanted to know about your radio show. Was it a hit?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of message board activity.
There was a response.
I just heard the end about your favorite ghost.
No, those are the top 5 worst ghosts.
Right.
Ever.
Who was on the list?
The Pac-Man ghosts.
The Pac-Man, Casper,
Bill Cosby from Ghost Dad.
Oh, very
Ghost Dad.
Can we hear that break? Like a little taste?
Yeah.
Who else?
Elo heard the Than and Sam show.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe we get him on the phone to give his review of the Than and Sam
That would
show.
kind of be cool.
He's a radio.
Have the guy, because he's like the head muckety muck.
Yeah, he's the one you got to impress in the end, man.
He's the big wig.
We don't mean shit.
All right.
Noted.
We'll get Logan on the phone to talk about Than and Sam. Elo.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Elo.
How are you?
How you doing, guy?
Doing okay?
Hi, Eric.
Good.
Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
So, what do you think of the Than and Sam show? Do you want them sitting in for this review?
Wait,
No.
holy Jesus. Dude, I didn't touch a thing.
Wait, hold on now. Sam and Than are now in the studio.
Fucking Elo has his own sound effect. Elo's got a sound effect.
You creep. You're down there in Washington with your own sound effects? Oh, my God. What is wrong with you?
Holy shit.
Nothing. You lose. So.
Do you play these during meetings?
Yeah, actually, I have a whole thing where somebody walks in my office and they go, "Hey, Eric." So it's wired to my sound
That's
system.
very important. God damn Elo, man.
He's like Alan Sniffen. He's doing his own radio show there in the office. It's Eric Logan.
Give us another.
The jingles are being cut as we speak.
Give us another example of how you use your sound effects there.
Boring. There's a lot of that happens.
Is that on your side, or is that for people in the office who are listening to whatever spiel they're getting?
No, I've got to run through the system, so people will sit in my office and they'll ask a question, and a lot of times right now we're doing all of our budgets, so I hear a lot of this as people try to explain what the hell's going on with the numbers. So, by the way, in case you're curious, I thought I had blown it when I was up there. Remember, Anthony, when I reached over and car crashed myself?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I knew where a car crash was on the instant replay.
Oh.
Do you have a replay machine in your office?
Yeah, I've got an actual replay machine in my office, completely loaded with 10 banks of 50 each.
I can't get one.
He knows it's right here on the corner.
Yeah, right here. There you go.
Oh, my God.
Boring.
Exactly.
He's got his own machine.
That's really funny. All right, well, we got Than and Sam sitting in.
Hey, guys, how are you doing?
Awesome. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, just curious, your thoughts of the show.
Than, you take
That's
this
a good
one.
thing to do. Him asking you what you guys thought.
Yep.
I will admit we got off to a rough start.
Right.
I think we were a little distracted at the start.
Uh-huh.
A little too, apprehensive about people calling in and messing with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then I felt like we got a little better, I think.
Now, at what point did you feel the show actually kind of got into its own?
Tony, when Suggestions from Tony was a nice segment where we started building up steam.
Well,
now, on this,
explain that, because I didn't get to because I was at a Christmas party.
Let me make sure I get it right. I mean, what's interesting is that they had a guy, Tony, come in, who had, by the way, he did a horrible job of setting up who he was. I had no idea who he was. Just like this guy named Tony appeared out of nowhere, right?
Okay.
So you need to make sure the audience understands that. So Tony comes in with suggestions of things that would happen next week. First of all, I think that's a little cocky to think that you're actually going to have a next week.
Whoa.
So I think you need to kind of say, hey, listen, we hope this is something that can develop. I mean, candor is an important thing with your audience.
Okay. I guess insecurity is another thing we want to project as well, right?
Right. Well, having shows...
Be as timid as possible.
Right.
Okay.
I would start there.
All right. I thought that was one of the problems.
All right, you got that part.
All right.
Wow.
Now, there was a part about the Suggestions for Tony where it was the drink, F, and fight.
Yes.
Remember that part?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you were encouraging people to call in with what they're doing as they're listening to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you realize that on multiple occasions you were encouraging people to drink more and drive at the same time? And they would call in and go, yeah, we're driving, we're drinking. And the response from you and Fan were like, oh, Sam was great. Now, you do realize...
So you thought that was the good part?
That's a liability.
Is it really?
Yes. Encouraging people to commit felonies while on the air over a national media when a federally licensed license that goes out is against the law.
Sam might debate you on that. Elo, here's Sam.
No, I'm not debating.
He's jamming the middle finger up at the microphone.
There's no middle finger.
Look how nervous he is. There's no middle finger. Don't joke here.
That was his thumb. Sorry.
No, I don't remember specifically doing that, but I think...
Yes, I don't remember.
Well, let me help you. Let me help remind you. Dennis from Full Blown Age, when he called in...
Uh-huh.
I mean, a specific note of this, how great it was. He was driving around drinking, and I think your reply was, oh, that's great. Keep it going, buddy.
And it wasn't sarcastic,
It had to have been.
Elo?
No. It was very encouraging.
I'll have to listen back to that.
Yeah, maybe we can pull that and...
Yeah, pull that clip. I think that'd be a good one for you to pull.
All right, and then
now,
do it again.
Sam, I want to talk about your... By the way, I thought that you had a nice little potpourri of places you went. You had the whole MySpace thing about how you kind of surfed MySpace, which was kind of pointless, but that was okay. And then the Suggestions from Tony was fine. But the weekly Hollywood Buzz, let's talk about this for a second.
I heard this now. Now, this is a segment that I heard, and I had commented quickly when we were in commercial break that I thought it was a little odd to have used a game show theme song as a Hollywood kind of wrap-up thing. I thought it was weird that the Price is Right music...
It's one of my bits.
So one of your bits is to have the wrong audio for the right bit?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to do by the way, there's not a morning show anywhere in America that doesn't use the hacky Hollywood gossip. And what theme music do you think they use every single time?
Jimmy just pushed his mic away and went... Oh,
that was a rough one.
That was rough.
As soon as I heard every morning show in America, I'm like, this is not going to be complimentary.
The point of Hollywood news and gossip isn't actually to report what's going on in Hollywood. It's also sarcastic.
It's like a parody of
I'm reporting the news,
hokey.
And Than is obviously completely disinterested in the news that I'm reporting, but I continue on anyway.
So when you guys talked about the Tory Spelling yard sale, and there was hundreds of people that were there, give me the parody about that, because you were reporting the news like you were reading it from a magazine.
That would be me actually reading it from a magazine and Than not interested in it, as if to say this is not interesting, but there's Sam pushing on anyway.
This is hard to sit through.
I know it is.
Okay, you just actually explained this to me, Sam. I am more lost than I was before I heard the bit.
Well, it's Than, what do you do in this bit?
He's trying to throw you out, man. He's saying the bit.
He's basically saying, I did my part.
Yeah, I did my part. Dan's part is to be disinterested. Obviously he was screwing it up because I did my part fine.
Obviously, the reason Elo didn't enjoy this is because of Than's participation in this bit.
Wow.
That's not what I'm saying.
You guys don't know how to handle the divide and conquer thing yet.
Yeah, man.
Listen, I've been working with morning shows my entire career. Even shows as challenging as the Opie and Anthony show. I have never in my career ever heard either one of them sell each other out in the degree this is happening in the first 10 minutes.
I think there's some hyperbole going on here, but
hyperbole?
Yes.
Can you define hyperbole?
Exaggeration.
Can you actually spell it?
Yes.
That's Than.
Is that your idea for good radio, Eric? Spelling?
Hey. Oh.
Did you just taser me?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He's tasered you from his office in Washington.
Than ain't taking no shit.
I can tell you what, you could actually spell check that entire show and it would be entertaining. That was horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, he crushed himself. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah.
So, all right, so let's start. Let's forget what I think. Forget what I think. I mean, what was the highlight for Than, you and Sam? I mean, obviously you guys are clearly not on the same page because you're trying to sell each other out. So, what was your highlight, Than? I mean, what was the thing when you walked out of there? You go, man, we nailed that Tory spelling. I mean, what bit was it that you guys really felt like you nailed?
No, like I said, I think the Tony suggestions, it was good because his suggestions were awful and made for good fodder for me and Sam to pick on them.
Right. Sam?
I agree. I think that was the one bit that we did best on.
That had nothing to do with either one of you. It had to deal with Tony coming in and callers.
The bit was not... Tony didn't make up the bit. We made up the bit because we saw how funny Tony was. We brought him in, and then we made him funny.
All right, so if, let's say hypothetically we're to do another Than and Sam show.
Yes.
And you guys are in my office pitching me on episode 2.
Uh-huh.
What should I take away from the call now and also what happened on Saturday as to why I should say yes to this?
I would say the major development areas, if I could use business speak, stemmed from just that being our first show being live, and that there are things that would improve if we were to give it another chance. Like, I'd say we had something funny to say about most things, and the problem was just some of the roughness with having done our first show live.
Can I ask a question? I didn't hear any of the show. I was away. How long was the show?
3 hours.
Oh, it was 3. Okay. Why did you feel it started off rough?
It did start off rough.
I mean, why? Was the jokes bad? Or
we were slow. We weren't on the same page. We had to go from topic to topic. Than was distracted. I wasn't there for him as much as I should.
There's a very concrete example of me taking a stand on something, Sam completely contradicting me, and me going, yeah.
Oh, shit.
But, you know, that's not something that's going to happen every time.
Wait, you going, yeah, why?
Because I was agreeing with him disagreeing with me completely. Because I was looking at the phone or something.
But in terms of the show having room to grow,
that's great.
There's obviously a lot of interest in it, regardless of what the comments were. The reviews on the message boards were definitely mixed. But the fact that they were mixed works in our favor because they were chomping at the bit to destroy us. Furthermore, for a show to be on from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. and have a 19-page listening thread
shows there's interest.
There's some, and the phone banks were lit.
It was 7 people replying to every post. It doesn't mean
the phone banks were lit the entire night.
Ooh. Sam wasn't going to take that fucking... Sam jumped right in there and finished his thought.
Absolutely.
Put that little foot down.
If I could add in something, Elo, I think after this discussion and your critique of the program,
you just made them stars.
I think you'd be silly not to let them do it again because more people would listen.
You just made them stars.
I think we should rename the show.
Oh.
This isn't going to be good.
I think we should rename the show Trainwreck Radio.
Oof. If we'll get us on the air again.
Well, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if we rename the show Trainwreck Radio with Than and Sam, you guys will do it?
Yeah, I mean, but you're opening yourselves up to libel there. Once we start rocking the house, people are going to be very upset when they turn it to Trainwreck Radio, and it rules.
And it's not a train wreck.
It's okay. I already have it federally copyrighted and trademarked. You can't take it anywhere. I'll own the name, so don't worry about it.
Hopefully you can keep it.
Yeah. So now you guys willing to do another show?
Yes.
Ready and willing.
You guys desperately want to do another show?
Very much so.
And I sensed a little of the terse sarcasm about the time that you had the show on. So
No.
Oh, geez, easy, Steve.
Wow, that was double Steve.
I think the time slot makes sense considering our experience.
We were just saying that the fact that there were that many callers at that hour is more impressive than if there were that many callers at an earlier hour.
Well, I'm willing to move the start time up a few hours to give you guys a little bit more of a East Coast clear, as we'd say here in the biz.
We'll take it.
Are you guys sure? Are you sure the message board can handle it?
I'll sleep.
And by the way, it's the only reason I can't stay up till 2 a.m. to hear this crap again. I just rather do it.
Oh my God!
We could just send you an MP3 too.
No, I want to hear it live as it happened because I was just as drunk as the rest of your audience when I was listening to it.
I think we have to cut it down to 2 hours too. 2 hours.
Yeah, the first hour bitching about the microphones and what amazes me is two guys who produce this show every single day can't figure out how the studio works.
There was bitching about the microphones.
Well, the room had to be turned. There were all these problems, and guys coming in. It's like, if you guys didn't have technical problems,
camera on.
The one, I'd say one technical difficulty was the
Pal Talk
camera.
How hard is it to turn a camera on?
It obviously wasn't working.
Very hard.
You clicked send video, and then the video doesn't send. So it's not hard, but it didn't work.
All right, so the Trainwreck Radio Hour. You guys in?
Yeah.
Yes,
2 hour show. 2 hour show, right?
Cutting an hour out already, huh?
What's this?
This is apparently...
Must be some clips.
I want to hear you disagree. I want to hear Stan going, yeah, I'm paying attention to something else.
I'm going to pull that.
All right, backing up there, Elo, when these guys were encouraging people to drink and drive, you were saying?
Yeah.
We got the clip.
Dennis from FBA, what are you doing?
Tony!
Darren, dude. Gunslinger from FBI. I just got done four-wheel driving out in the desert out here north of Vegas chasing jackrabbits around in my pickup truck.
Attaboy.
All right,
Dennis.
drunk?
Attaboy.
That's Tony.
No.
Are you going to fight the jackrabbits?
No, I was trying to spotlight him with my shotgun.
Are you going to fuck him?
It's kind of hard to do. Hell no.
Well, then apparently Tony thinks there's something wrong with you.
Dennis, get a hold of yourself, pal.
That was Tony, who was also in the studio drunk. The whole reason he was in the studio is because he didn't know what he was doing, and he's the one who...
He didn't even encourage it. He just asked if he was drunk.
But that's encouraging because if he responds and says, yes, you're encouraging, you're sending signals about a guy driving four-wheeler chasing jackrabbits and then asking if you're drunk.
Well, if you replied, yes, I am drinking, we would have said, cut that out, sir.
But
it's irresponsible.
You're connecting the dots. That's where you get in trouble. That is where you have the encouragement part. When the whole bit is called drink F and fight.
No, that was Tony's bit that we said was a bad idea.
Okay,
that's why he was there.
But let me ask you a question. Did you broadcast it to a national audience, to the entire country of North America?
Yes, that it was a bad idea. We did broadcast it. That bit was a bad idea.
And then you ask the guy a question, hey, are you drinking, as he's driving through a field chasing jackrabbits?
Yes, in terms of...
Okay, I mean, you said yes 3 times.
The setup was that we were asking people if they're drinking...
He's crap.
Fucking or fighting.
There's just something funny about that, knowing he's looking around for the right button to push.
He's half listening to you, like looking for buttons.
Yeah. Doesn't even care.
Sounds like me.
Elo,
yes, sir.
How about Trainwreck Radio today at 11?
I think we should just give it a shot here in 40 minutes, Opie. What a great idea.
Dan's saying no. Sam?
I mean, if this is our only shot, then yeah. But
Oh my God. Guys, come on now. You were doing midnight on the East. You're going to get 11 a.m. on a primetime Monday. You get nothing. I mean, listen. Here's the thing. I was pleasantly surprised on a couple of fronts.
Ooh,
sounds like we're getting set up.
No, true. I mean, I heard the Black Earl show, which was horrid. I mean, this was not that bad.
Not as bad as Earl's show.
Wait, Earl's show was not good?
Oh, Earl. Oh, God.
He's still pitching it, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he won't stop.
The Black Rock Coalition, yeah.
Can we hear some of it?
We've heard it over the years. It's him doing all the black artists and talking about them and stuff.
I thought he did one on XM.
He did. This goes back a while. But we've critiqued the hell out of that.
It stunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible.
And
I think you were filming Lucky Louie.
Oh, okay.
And what's the other one?
No, just the fact they actually got it done. They got it done. That was surprised me.
All right.
My expectations were so low.
All right, your final summary here.
I give them a passing grade and willing to give them another shot.
Thank you very much, Eric.
There you go.
But you got to understand, we got to be tough on this. I mean, this is the biggest channel on the platform. We can't allow you guys to slack and phone it in.
Absolutely not.
That's just for the morning show.
I expect the prep. I expect you guys to have it nailed. So, the Trainwreck Radio Hour.
You know what you guys do? Here's what you do.
What's that?
This is what me and Opie have done our entire career. Yes, this motherfucker to death, and then do whatever the fuck you're going to do anyway. And you'll be huge stars. That's how it works.
We read you loud and clear, Eric.
There you go. Good job.
Any other advice for the youngsters?
No.
Please call in for our show.
Oh. All right. Thanks, Elo.
All right, guys.
Bye, Eric. All right, there goes
Bye.
Eric.
Well, all right. Not all bad. Eric, some criticism.
And the valid points, some of them.
But
except for the legality thing, we still think we did the right thing there.
I thought, listening to the clip, I thought if somebody's driving and then even if they say they're drinking and it's them saying it, I don't think that's really you endorsing anything or saying anything like that. He might have been giving you a little bit much on that, yeah. But
did Elo really say that he was that you guys were broadcasting to the entire country of North America?
Yes,
he did say that.
Yes, he did.
So he might be drunk at his desk right now.
Elo, I'll save you the button pushing,
and I got one for you.
That's easy.
And this one.
Goddamn rich.
What if he has that one down there?
That's easy for Eric to say as he's fucking lounging around there on that continent of Florida.